ni James kanina, that's counted.
Yes.
Kasi para simultaneous yun. And that's why we'll see Alex Malyari entering game number 2.
Sandali, ba't si Jerwin Gaco kanina? Medyo nasa picture doon. Ano kaya sinasabi niya? Na-advise mo bang
ako sabi ko naman kay Jer. Relax lang as Devance. Dami technical free throw kay Kapag sabi ko, Jer, relax lang. Yung mga katulad mo pang game 7 yan.
Yeah. Meron ka bang walkie-talkie na constant communication?
ESP.
Ayan.
ESPN. And then this is for the flagrant foul penalty 1.
So it's going to be 2 free throws here for Alex Capagno. Tapos ball possession pa, ha?
There's Gia Badilla alongside Todd Purbs. This is an interesting start to game number 2.
I think not just an interesting start, but I think it's an indication of how the referees want to control this game, ha? Siguro sinabi ng mga referees, sige kayo. Tatawag kami, pipito kami kung meron kami nakikita hindi maganda.
And that will be the foul, a foul against Mark Pingris. And 2 free throws here for Elijah Millsap.
And what a game for Millsap dun sa ating series opener. A triple-double, 35 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. And when he's passing the ball, Nico, that means marami siya nakikitang open guys. That means the defense is coming towards him and he's finding opportunities to release 2 available receivers. And it's no wonder that in game number 1, 26 assists ang Petron. And as a result, 48% shooting. Very high from the field.
Kick out pass. Malyari is wide open. He fires the 3. Yes, sir! That's brought to you by PLDT Telpad.
Well, parang sinasabi doon ni Malyari, you respect me. Kung hindi mo ko i-respeto sa labas, titira ako. And I think that's true for a lot of these threats from 3-point distance in the PBA. You leave them that open shot, they're gonna knock it down.
Shot clock down to 4. Lob pass. And Junmar connects.
And that's a tough matchup. I mean, Junmar Fajardo has really come into his own in this conference. Marunong siyang pumisisyon. I mean, it's not enough to be a tall guy. I think it's important for a tall guy who knows how to position himself to get easy baskets.
A lot of expectations for James Yap, trying to bounce back from that game 1 loss.
And that's important. Yung sa game 1, hindi siya naka-score until the 4th period. That's when he scored his 8 points.
Good tap there by James. And here's Malyari, who will set up the offense for Sandig Coffee. They're on top by 5 points as we near the 7-minute mark of the opening quarter. Blakely, triple team. Too many hands getting in the way of Marcus Blakely, and that's a turnover. There's that 3 by Malyari, and then a lob pass for Junmar. We'll be back in a moment.
This is the PLDT Telpad PBA Governors Cup Finals, and ang San Mig Coffee gustong pantayan ang eagerness ng Petron, and they wanna play na parang matagal din silang hindi nakakapaglaro sa finals. And this is the perfect time for the face of the franchise of San Mig to step up. Kaya naman si James Yap, binabaliwala na galing siya sa sakit, and for this game, he wants to help establish the defensive mindset of SMC, and as a shooter, gusto pa rin niyang tumuloy to make those shots to show that he does not forget his responsibility. Miko and the Dean.
And right on cue with that report by Sel Guevara, James Yap connects, and he has 7 points in the opening quarter.
And Miko, it's not just James Yap who's hot for San Mig Coffee. This team has not missed a single field goal sa laro so far. They're going 6 out of 6. Makita natin, single coverage, nice pump fake. Then he goes up for a shot. That's despite the contest coming from the big guy, Fajardo. Ba, nabigyan ng technical foul.
Oh, for improper
Si
bench
Tad
decorum. Oh.
Si Tad Burbs. Mukhang sanay na si Tad Burbs dito sa PBA, no? Komportable na.
Pati sa pagreklamo.
Yeah. And of course, that's team manager Shot Tankinsen telling Mr. Burbs, please take your seat.
Tsaka sayang daw yung suit.
Oh,
mag-suit eh.
Hindi, dapat makita ng tao kanya, dapat tuminsan eh.
As Pingris, nice move by Sakuragi. What an audacious start here by Sadnikoff, now on top 18-8 in the opening period.
And going 7 out of 7 from the floor.
There's a tip-in for Elijah Millsap. Millsap now with 6 markers.
Now, very quiet 6 points here for Millsap. Quiet because si Blakely hindi pa nakaka-score. Or maybe the other way around. It's a loud 6 points precisely because si Blakely hindi pa nakaka-score.
There's blocked by Fajardo, clipping Pingris on the arm. So 2 free throws for Mark Pingris. And that will be the first personal against Junmar. And that will be the second team foul against Petron. Brilliant move by Pingris.
Especially since yung lumaban sa kanya doon, si Millsap. So evading Millsap by going on the reverse.
Lutz is in para kay Arwin Santos. And one more free throw here for Mark Pingris. Nine-point lead for Salmon Coffee. Here's Kabagdon over to Marshall Lassiter. Lassiter. Trying to go all the way here, and there's Junmar for the putback.
A good defense that time on Lassiter. But again, si Junmar Fajardo, because of his ability to find his position close to the basket, nakakuha siya ng offensive rebound in the putback.
Double team on Marcus Blakely, and Blakely will take 2 free throws. So first personal against Elijah Millsap. Marcus Blakely has yet to score tonight. Or today rather.
Now that time, may awa yung bola. Well, we did mention at the top of our coverage, he's not exactly the best free throw shooter among the imports in the league. In fact, he's the worst. 45% shooting from the line in this conference. And by the way, itong kombinasyon ni Coach G. Abanilla on the floor, Lassiter at saka si Lutz, that's a combination that we saw at Gilas. You know, 2 guys who are very familiar with each other, 2 guys who scored 19 points together in the 4th period. Explosion of Petron in game number 1 when they scored 41 points.
Air ball coming from Lutz, and recovered here by James Yap. Malyari, Devans, Pingris, Blakely, and James Yap. That's the unit of Coach Tim Cohn on the floor. Here's James for 3. Oh, another air ball. So 1 air ball leading to another air ball, and it will still be Sanmi Coffee basketball with 4:34 remaining in the opening quarter. James. Blakely!
And that time, wide open space para kay Blakely to move in. Basang-basa yun ni James Yap, yung galaw ng kanyang kakamping import. And if you're Petron, you need to be able to protect that basket. You've got a big guy in Fajardo. He's got to be in a position to be able to stop shots like those.
And Simon Coffee matching their biggest lead of the afternoon. Here's Kabagdot, swings it over. Millsap for 3. Yes, sir! Brought to you by PLDT Telpad. And now 9 points for Millsap. That will cut down Sandy Coffee's lead to 7. Under 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Good move, Pingris, and drives against the Kraken, and he scores, and he has 7.
Well, I don't know about that matchup, si Fajardo against Pingris. Pingris Ginagamitan niya ng bilis, attacking from the outside against a guy who's better known as a post defender than a defender who can stop his man from the outside going in.
Mark Fingers biting into the fake, though he felt that he was able to control himself so as not to crash on Millsap. As Doug Kramer checks in, Junmar Fajardo will sit down. Approaching the last 3 minutes of the opening quarter. Nice spin. And Blakely will score. Took a while before Blakely got into the scoring act here, Kinito.
Well, that time walang pressure coming from the Petron defense. So I think that's something that Coach Gia Vanilla might want to look at. Sunday Coffee has scored 2 consecutive baskets from the inside.
The steal, James Yap on the move. James Yap all the way.
That's 3 consecutive baskets from the inside, including that transition, 2 points.
James really using those large hands to control that ball and scored a finger roll. Meantime, almost another turnover. Boy, this Sandy Coffee defense is on point. Kabagdon, tough shot.
Now that kind of shot, I don't think you can defend. Falling away, high arching shot. Mahirap na tira yun, but Alex Cabagnot, I mean, we call him Mr. Crunch.
Last 2 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter, and James will miss. Rebound by Millsap. There's still a 10-point advantage here for Sandy Coffee, and Alex from the right side this time. Back-to-back jumpers for Cabagnot.
That's a transition basket almost. For Alex Cabagnot, tumatakbo sila. Hindi pa nga nakaka-akma yung depensa ng Sandy Coffee. And, you know, for me, that's the style of game that you can expect from Petron. They want to run. Sandy Coffee, they want to slow things down.
Back inside the big dome. Yeah, Tinito, what are the other things that we should look out for here in game number 2?
Well, kababanggit ko nga, no, dun sa ating dean's list for Petron, yung running mixers to the ground. They need to be able to step up the pace because that's the kind of pace they like. Up-tempo, high-octane, and in game number 1, 17-7 ang advantage ng Petron sa fast break points. Pangalawa, I think they need to share the wealth. They generate a lot of offense with their passing game. At nakita natin, no, 26 assists in game number 1 against 21 for San Mig Coffee. At pangatlo, yung balanced attack na pinakita ng Petron. Take a look at the points in the page, 16-6 ang advantage to San Mig Coffee. And for Petron, it's an offense-minded game. For San Miguel Coffee or San Mig Coffee, it's a defense-minded game.
Speaking of San Mig Coffee's defense, Peter Jun Simon announces his entry with a swipe. Blakely wants to post up Lutz. Instead, they go to Pingris, back to JDB, and now Simon. 1 minute to go in the opening quarter, which has been controlled by Sandy Coffee. Long 3 there para kay Joe DeVance. And there's that hustle by Marcus Blakely. Quick strike by Joe DeVance won't work. Petron trying to erase this 8-point deficit with 34 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. And a nice block there by Joe DeVance. Here's Blakely against Millsap. Whoa! And there's a putback by Peter Jun Simon. I thought Blakely was going to throw it down in the face of Elijah Millsap.
Nailang siya kasi nandun si Millsap. But good transition attack there by San Mig Coffee, fueled by good defense. It's with the defense of San Mig Coffee that's given them this lead and holding down Petron to 20 points, but now 22 with 8.8 seconds to go. That's a signal that Coach Tim Cohn, he wants to stress defense in this game.
Elijah Millsap now with 12 points. Here's that move by Millsap, blowing by the San Mig Coffee defenders there. And he completes the 3-point play. 8 seconds to go. San Mig Coffee hoping to write the last sentence of the first chapter Alex Malyari has the ball. Malyari all the way. Got it. Wait a minute.
I don't think they'll count it. And San Miguel Coffee is saying that they should count it. Nagwawala yung coaching staff doon. Is it continuation? It doesn't look like. Okay, tingnan natin. Could have been a cause for continuation. Mukhang dapat counted yata yun, but no, they don't count it.
Blakely. At the end of the opening quarter, Sandy Coffee leads 30-23. And James Yap leading the way with 9 points here in game number 2.